Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this beautiful Mother Earth. Thank you for returning to Blue Moon Rising, and if you are new here, a very, very warm welcome. It's an honor to have you here. Today I wanted to talk about the process of unfolding, the sacred process of unfolding, and trusting in the universe and ourselves if we're going through a deep process of transformation. I was inspired heavily by the Ever Unfolding Rose Oracle card from the Work Your Light Oracle card deck by Rebecca Campbell with artwork by Danielle Knoll. I stumbled upon this deck around about the time I was undergoing my dark night of the soul as part of my spiritual awakening. If you're not familiar with these terms, what I might do is just leave a couple of introductory links there so you can explore if you're feeling called to these words, if they're resonating with you, because that might be something that you're experiencing that you're not aware of that you are currently undergoing. The message of the card really resonated with me, enough to actually get my first tattoo based on the inspiration of the card. The message on the card reads, "Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you." For me, this was incredibly significant because coming from a background of really embracing victimhood, really embracing suffering and withering, and really embracing pain in my energy field as such an important part of the journey. We know that pain is essential to growth, and that's part of the contract that we have in the third dimensional plane that we are currently existing at on the planet. However, I realized that pain is not always essential. Pain should be honored. Pain and the dignity and humility that it brings is so beautiful. At the same time, though, our inner bliss and our inner joy can also bring about tremendous growth. And so that was a very pivotal point for me on my journey on embracing my bliss, my joy, and the pain, and the beautiful dance that they create together to really signify that every single thing, every single small moment and large moment is placed on your journey for a reason. And so that is the very intricate tapestry and dance between pain and joy of the process of unfolding. Part of this that we need to absolutely embrace is the inner trust. That's something that's been quite difficult for me personally when we are bound to the logical mind, to the rational mind, and what we only readily observe in our reality. We can sometimes find it difficult to follow that inner light in the dark that is really nudging us to something beautiful, something sacred that hasn't yet been born into the world. When we're going through a spiritual awakening or a rapid transformation or even a slow progressive transformation, we walk in the dark a lot. So this is where trusting our inner light amidst the darkness and following it and the nudges and the inklings and what our heart and soul are slowly but surely pushing us to do. It is so important during this period to really nurture us. We are a seed during this process. If we think of ourselves as a seed that's being planted into the ground by our own hands and by the universe's hands, and slowly coming up from the darkness of underground earth, the rich soil that's deep underneath, and the darkness that we all have to go through, the abyss, and then as we slowly pop our heads out of the surface and start to see the light. There's a very sacred and beautiful process that requires a lot of patience and a lot of trust. We have to trust that, as with all the seasons, every single season is important for the growth of our seed and our plant. that is now starting to pop its head out into the world and is essentially seeing the world in new eyes, like the eyes of a child. So this process is a very organic process. As we live on this planet, this Mother Earth, we have to embrace each and every cycle, each and every season. Each season, the winter, autumn, summer and spring, has a place in our journey. We can't allow ourselves to get stuck on any season. We have to embrace every season, we have to live it, we have to honor it, but then move on when the time is right, when the time we feel is right, to move on to the next season that is going to teach us new lessons for our growth. So this is what I wanted to share today, this process of trusting our own inner ever unfolding rose, trusting that if we're cracked open, it's happening for a reason, honouring the pain and honouring the bliss and the joy that comes from that pain. And remember, it's happening for you, not to you. I really hope this video resonated. If it did, please feel free to like and share with anyone you think would benefit from the content. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate your support. And as always, may you light up the dark with your inner flame. Peace, love and light.